So Steph, you said something to me this morning that I didn't even know. I've been in the industry about 20 years. Because I didn't really work in any corporate background, I didn't know this happened. But you just said there's been an increase in people being asked to re-sign contracts. Hit me on that and share why people should just definitely not do it.
Yeah, so it's a little old trick that comes up because basically corporate agents want to be able to report to their bosses to say, we've got an instruction, because they're targeted really heavily on that. Slightly worryingly, they're targeted heavier on that than they are selling the houses they've got on the market. But that's a different story and a different rant for another day. But basically, what's happening at the moment, I've noticed, is that not only are you being asked to sign the initial contract, which ties you in for, in my opinion, far too long, regardless of the length. We obviously don't do contracts because we want to make sure that what we say we're going to do, and we're being accountable to what we say we're going to deliver on. But if you're going to sign a contract at all, okay, fine, you've done it. You then go into a rolling contract. It just goes onto a rolling period. So you then just have to give the agent notice as and when you decide you want to leave them. But recently, some agents are going back round to their sellers and asking them to re-sign a whole new contract that ties them into a whole new long period of marketing the property. Now, if that agent was not able to sell your house in that contract period, it doesn't necessarily mean they've done a bad job, to be fair, because the market has been a bit funny recently, and I'm not going to turn around and say every agent should sell in that period of time, because I know I haven't sold all of my clients' properties in that period of time, but they're staying with me because I'm delivering on what I say I'm going to deliver, and I'm updating them, and they can see I'm doing everything I can. If an agent feels they have to tie you in again to a new contract, surely that's just providing them with an opportunity to not deliver again on the things that they said they would. Because if they were delivering on it, why do they need to tie you in? They can just keep doing what they're doing, and you're not going to leave them because they're doing a good job. Just don't fall into the trap. If an agent says to you, you're out of your contract period, we need you to re-sign, it's not of any single benefit to you as a seller whatsoever. It is simply for them to be able to get a stat on the leadership board of their corporate world, and it just ties you in for an even longer period of time. So leave it. Once a contract ends, it just goes on to a rolling periodic agreement, and you can give notice whenever you feel you need to. And it's really important that you do that.
Yeah, I think that's great advice. I didn't even know that went on, to be honest. But you're right in kind of, you might be very happy with your estate agent, and so you might say to them, look, I'm happy with you. I'm happy to stay with you on a rolling basis, but there's no need for me. I don't want to sign in for another 12, 16. I think I saw a 26-week contract recently. How long is that? 26 weeks.
6 months.
6 months. I mean, that's just ludicrous. Like, the market could do a whole U-turn in that time. Like, you might be priced wrong at month 1, and you'd be priced right at month 1, but wrong at month 6. Like, you need to have flexibility and autonomy and choice when you're selling your own house.
I think this year has shown us that more than anything as well. If you look at the year, I mean, we had a chat yesterday, didn't we, about what the market's been this year, and we've had an election, we've had a budget, we've had, is it maybe 2 changes to the base rate this year? I can't even remember now. Like, a lot happens in the space of even 6 months, let alone a year. So if you're signing a 26-week contract and then you're re-signing a new 26-week contract, that's a year of your life gone to that one agent, and all you can do is be with them. But a lot will change in that time, and does your agent know how to handle that sort of situation? And not all of them do, if I'm honest. So don't stick it out with one just because you're stuck.
Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. Hope that was helpful for everyone. I'll put a link in the description below to our book a call. You can book a call with any of our team, Steph, me, anybody. If you're having those questions asked you by your agent, jump on a call with us first. We'll give you some impartial advice, and if we can help, we'd love to.